Hi, my name is Diana Estrada, SVL TV host, and I am here with Carlos Perez. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm so honored to be here with you.
Yes, and I just must say that what a privilege it is to have you part of our team. Carlos Perez is the creative director of our magazine, and he's also the man behind the very famous Apple that we've been seeing for the past 36 years. And so, Carlos, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in Mexico City, grew up there until the age of 10, and my mom, a single parent at the time, made way for us to come to the United States to hopefully find a better life for ourselves. Grew up in Stockton, California, went to grammar school, high school, and junior college there. At that time, I began to get interested in art. But I've had that in my background ever since I was 7 years old. There's always been a desire to draw and to be creative in my life. That's always been present. But during my high school years, and certainly as I got into junior college, I began to really pour myself into getting the education from that artistic world. And so at Delta College, I studied under for some very famous artists. Wayne Thiebaud is his name. And he taught me basically how to see the world in a different way and to draw it in a different way. I graduated in 1972 from San Joaquin Delta College. And at that time I was I had submitted an application to hopefully to see if I could get into school at San Jose State. Waited for the summer and finally got my notice, and I was accepted. So I was so excited, that I was going to be going to college. I was the first one in my family to actually go to higher education. And when I came to San Jose State, I wanted to be a graphic designer and an artistic director, and so I studied that while I was there. I also had always had a passion for silkscreen and to do fine art as well, and I also took the fine art program as well. The project that we were giving, the marketing team, was basically to announce Apple to the world in terms of a new brand, a new logo, and some collateral material, some marketing material, so that they could go to a trade show to announce themselves to the world. And so our effort was to basically create and design all those tools that they needed. The one thing that they needed, obviously, was a logo. There was a colleague of mine there at the agency at the time by the name of Rob Janoff, and he actually was the art director that was given the project to create the Apple logo. And once that Apple logo was created, it was a very crude comp. We call them mock-ups, to show the clients so that they could determine whether they liked some idea or some direction. And he ended up picking this logo here, which this is one of the drawings. The original drawing of the Apple logo is this drawing that I did. So Rob Janoff basically came over and said, "Carlos, I know that you can do this. You're a good draftsman, and I'd like for you to go ahead and give me some really nice tight tissues on this idea that they have, or that we have, and that we'd want to go ahead and move this to final artwork." So I created a half a dozen tissues on different aspects of the brand, and then I ended up inking everything. Because in those days you did everything by hand. There was no
computers.
There were no computers at the time. The only computer that was available was this one, and it only had one.
That one?
It only had 1 megabyte of RAM, so it didn't have very much. It was a glamorized calculator, if you will.
My God.
But in any case, I got the opportunity to do that, to draw these original sketches, which I still have, in my portfolio. They've been with me for 36 years or so. And that's kind of the story there in a nutshell.